conversation, and this conversation is about what you do in your life over here on YouTube. I know we've done it twice over here for TikTok, but over here on YouTube, I want to thank you for tapping into the United We Fly family 930 boys, the long clock of greatness with your who, yo KC fam, Moon Rock Focus, Mr. Motivation, Mr. Inspiration, all day, every day. Subscribe. Double tap that screen, get in the comments, be interactive, get in my DM, let me know about your clothing line, let me know about the greatness you got going for you. That's for y'all over here on TikTok too. Let me know about how great a mom you been, how great a dad you been, how you didn't let child support get you down. Oh no. How you didn't let them bills get you down. Oh no. It ain't gonna be none of that. It's positivity. Every single day is about whipping that positive sauce. Why? Because you were blessed with the breath of life. That's the biggest thanks that you should ever acknowledge. You should be giving so much gratitude and so much thanks to that fact right there, that you was blessed to be here. All the things that's going on should never get you away from that. And we got a much longer title over here on YouTube than we have over here on TikTok. So if you come from over here on TikTok and you go over here to watch the show, it's the same show. TikTok only allows me to type so much in the title. But what we are talking about, something everyone's been told in their life is tomorrow is promised to no man. No woman, no nothing. Tomorrow is not promised. Everybody that's in my age demographic, I know you've heard that. So don't say you have not heard that. You've heard that. And if you haven't heard it, you hear it now and you should understand it. If you are religious, if you are spiritual, however you want to take it, let's take it there. Do you live your life just within your thoughts alone? The thoughts that you are having while you sitting in this show right now, is that in giving thanks and gratitude and understanding that you're blessed to be here now because tomorrow may not come? Are you having that level of great thoughts right now to let me be at my greatest moment? No matter what's going on, let me be at my greatest moment right now. It don't matter that baby daddy is not about to come pick up the kids. He ain't never on time and he don't never come on the day he's supposed to come. I understand, goddess. But tomorrow is promised to nobody. All that time you taking down and baby daddy, you could have been hugging on your young life. And it's for you single brothers too. When you got the baby talking about, oh, she left me and she gone out there, she's stripping, you got everything bad to say about her. You are wasting your time that you could be giving kids, your young life so much love. And we all fall prey to this. Y'all already know when I come on my lives, it's all about things that all of us need to get together. All of us need to get right in our head. We got to understand, I repeat it and I say it so many times. We wasn't the only ones that was programmed. Our mothers, they mothers, and they mothers, and they fathers, and they fathers too. So we carry a lot of habits that we are comfortable with. We're comfortable with totally ignoring being woke up for life because you have a job now, because you have a certain amount of love that you get from going to get money, or the clothes that you wear, or like I say all the time, because you got a nice physique, you got a big back. You letting all that be your substance on a daily basis, and you don't think it's cursing you as a gift in your curse that you have all this greatness that the world's showing love to, but you're forgetting where you should be giving love to. You're not investing your mind, your body, your soul, your actions, your thoughts, your anything into the Most High that gives you the breath of life. And you think you got to go, you so caught up in it, you think you got to go to church to understand what I'm saying, but you don't. But you use that as an excuse. So you can just keep on hoeing. Y'all know I was going to get there. Keep on hoeing, don't stop. No, keep on hoeing. You just going to keep on hoeing, don't stop. No, keep on hoeing. And look at all the excuses you got. And look at where you go when it's time for you, when you just feeling so low. You go try to pray then. Don't pray. You're not living like you understand tomorrow is not promised. So right now, let me be in my God mode as a goddess. I know the algorithm is this. I know these tricks do this. Them aren't men. You so bamboozled. We have become so bamboozled by being caught up in the worldly world thing. So much of it. Some of y'all done took so much in, you can't handle it. Like sometimes you don't need to put it in the air so much to where you so inebriated you couch locked, for y'all that understand what I'm talking about. The white around my lips. Okay. Don't get so caught up in something that you know earthly good. You hear me say that all the time. You can't be so religious you know earthly good. That means you can't get out here and interact in a way that is of love and everything and all that. That's all I'm saying to you. This is for all of us, and it's really for the ones that are age 30 and up that have more than one child. You've been blessed with more than one child. You need to listen to this. We all out here stressed out and depressed because we all motivate being stressed and depressed. Have you ever thought of it that way? No, you haven't. Because you like being stressed and depressed. You support stressed and depressed. No one has come up with a solution for what stresses you out and depresses you out. But there's always been a solution there if you were really believing that you are not promised for tomorrow. You would not waste your time being stressed out and depressed, no matter what it is, no matter what kind of ailment you are going through. And I know a lot of y'all right now is like, man, that's hard to fathom. You may be going through something that causes pain. How can I be my greatness within this pain? It's simple. You continue to give thanks for being blessed with life. Stop putting all your emotions to what man does. The way we move as human is based on if you got a job, if you make this certain kind of money, if your girl looks like this, if your man looks like that. We got a long list of things that's where all our stress and depression is attached to. None of your stress and depression will ever be attached to being a goddess and being a god. It's going to be more so like your heart is pouring out. You up late at night because you want to do so much. I want to give so much. I can't even sleep at night because I'm up thinking about the homeless, the less fortunate. We wouldn't be sitting around wondering why all these people have all this money and don't do shit. And this is our family. And these are the people that we try to want to be friends with. Make it make sense. I'm here to motivate and inspire you to think outside of every box. Because it's like you get out of one box and you go into another box because we done chose all these boxes we in or this man-made list of what we're going to attach our emotions to. Remember I said that. So I want each of y'all right now to think about all that's man-made that you have your emotions attached to. If you write that down on a piece of paper and that list keeps going on and on and on like it should, because that's how we are raised, that's how we are programmed. No one can say not me. You may be in a better place than somebody else that's in this live, or somebody that you will share this live, or somebody that you will have this conversation with. But we still not there yet because we still caught up on all the man-made in some way, shape, or form, whether it comes to your job schedule or not having a job. The way that we treat one another is not in understanding. You may not be here tomorrow. So you really gonna waste that time to troll? You really gonna waste that time and not support? You really gonna waste that time and not dig deep in your bank account, and your bank account is long? Look at the young life. Look at the women. Look at the children. Look at the kings. Look at the gods. Come on now. Thank you for tapping in, Tyson Jordan. First time viewing, love from Florida. That's what's up with it, family. Let me go ahead and jump in here and follow you, family. I appreciate you for tapping in. I appreciate each and every one of y'all for tapping in. But this is something for everybody. I feel like me, within my mind and my heart, it's time for us to stop having these separation movements. We are all Americans. We all hit the same potholes. I say that all the time because I had to think on something that we could all agree on. All of our stress, depression, mental health problems, all these things are aligned with the flesh. with systems that we made that should not exist. You got to understand that. And 12 is not going to be knocking on your door for you to understand that now. You're not even going to have to worry about 12 because it's going to be like it. They don't see you. You don't see them. You're in a whole different realm. When you think about realms, I want to break it down to how I see it. If I'm entertaining a certain amount of energy, that's the energy that that's going to be attracted to me. Even when you drive and you understand attraction, you will go to a certain liquor store just so you can feel gangster in the United States. Just so you can tell everybody this is a liquor store. You will put your life on the line to go to a certain liquor store, to all my brothers, just so you can say you gangster. Are you truly living and thinking and moving, understanding that tomorrow is not promised? You're not getting this in your church. You're not going to get this from pastor, because pastor keeps spewing out what he's spewing out like he don't believe fat meat is greasy on him too. All the man-made. For all of y'all that tap in and be like, he be going hard on the pastors and the politicians and all that. I'm going hard on the energy that them people have allowed to take over them. See, I don't be on no fleshly battle. When you caught up in human emotions and human depression and you this and you that behind only something that comes from this human mindset and this human way of being, this program way of acting. Remember I said everybody in America gets the biggest acting award because we've been acting like we've been given a script. And some of us just go so hard at it like tomorrow is promised. How long you going to be against something that we all do, which believe in praying or meditating, giving thanks to the Most High, whatever you call them. Some of you call them Buddha. Some of you call them Allah. I don't know. But there's agreement in that. But we so caught up in what we see the most of. See, it's rare that you have a great friend, a great family member, all them different things, because none of us individually operate in greatness. We think we in greatness because we getting this fleshly love. But nobody has taken the time to get to know that you more than just that flesh, goddess. You more than just that big booty. You more than just that check, my brother. You more than just something that is of this place where we at right now. It don't make no sense. That is too much. It's too many of us. It's too many of us. I seen a comment. I'm convinced Americans are bond in every category. Ooh, I love that. I love that. That makes a whole lot of sense. That makes a whole lot of sense. And I'm gonna speak on that another day. Man, we got some out of the Americans in here. That's what's up. I appreciate y'all for tapping in over here. But you got to think of it that let me start over. I forgot my last mindset, but you got to think of it as everybody. Everybody just take that mindset right now. Get out of what all we have different and look at when we think about being down and out and depressed and stressed. I'm going to keep repeating that. Down and out and stressed and depressed. It's all attached to something that comes from you not moving within your God mode, your goddess mode. It all comes from you not really believing fat meat is greasy. Tomorrow is not promised to no man, nobody. It's not. And I'll repeat myself, you don't have to be so religious and so this to get this. You should get this because it's etched in you. You were made in God's unique like being. You are a God. You are a goddess. You are bigger than Superwoman. You are bigger than Spider-Man. You got way more powers than that. It's a whole lot that you allowing to just sit over here for nothing. You are greater than any star that you can see on TV. I don't understand why we have so much enlightenment and more knowing more of what we are as a people that we still motivate and inspire yourself and your young life to be a part of an industry that has separated. Thank you so much, my brother. That has separated themselves from talent. Because y'all know I'm all about the things that people can agree with. The music industry has separated themselves from promoting talent. We got the money, we got the power, we got the indoor studios, we got the everything going on. Why do we still got to be a part of that to get the bag? And we all know each and every one of us can have an LLC. Each and every one of us got the in-house studio. We know how to podcast. We got the equipment. Everybody has been in every level of job that you can have in the United States. But yet the ones of us that are still on this level that have to have conversations about potholes, politicians, all this different stuff. We can do so much. Is enough of us. But I don't believe that all of us, even some of us that are a little bit more awakened, if that's what I can use for a choice of words, awakened, I still don't believe that you believe fat meat is greasy. It's so many of y'all that go to church every time the doors is open and you still don't believe tomorrow is promised to no one. It's somebody that don't go to your church that needs some love too. Why have you lost love for that? Because you put all your love into this. And this love into that of loving each and everything that has been blessed with life deserves love on a miracle level. To you women that are single, to you men that are single, learn to love a woman for the greatness that she is. Learn to love a man for the greatness of that he is. Do you live with the thoughts of a man in your mind like tomorrow is not promised? I don't think you do, goddess, because you're single. This is not the conversation the way that I'm having it for you to get mad at. I need you to understand and please believe tomorrow is not promised. How long you gonna stay single and all the attributes of human is where you getting your opinions from, because it ain't no truth there. There's a brother out here that got kids that could be the greatest husband to you ever, but you got all these human-minded standards. You got all these control-minded standards. Like I said, there's so many people that think it ain't about them, but it is about you. You just being human on a different level. Maybe you a different number. You higher. They worked on you a little bit longer, gave you a little bit more intelligence, so you a little bit more responsible. You got a little bit more money. You drive a little bit better car, but you still stuck in the same game of being caught up in how you told to live, what your emotions should be attached to, what's all over the news, what's all over housewives of Atlanta and New York and Mississippi and swamp housewives. We got live on the farm housewives, and we got the corporate housewives show, and we can keep going, can't we? We got the live on the street housewives show. All this different kind of stuff, and nothing is given a proper example for how a man or a woman should ever be, let alone a god or a goddess. And we support that. I love watching the funny shows and all the different movies that got all the pew, pew, pew in it, but it can't get me to a point to where I'm so desensitized to how I should really be operating and moving. And you got to understand, you ain't been given an education or any type of drop of anything to motivate and inspire for you to think like I'm speaking right now. You haven't. Mama didn't know, daddy didn't know, receive that. But all that you know, and it's something that we can agree that we know, is no one is promised tomorrow. When are you going to start moving like that? When you going to start thinking like that? When will that be your natural action? How do you operate without someone dealing with addiction then? Man, you operate in your highest, super duperest, highest level of love and understanding. And I'm glad that you asked that. I'm a 70s baby. So I'm going to say it as great as, as clean as I can for the TikTok. You know how TikTok is, and YouTube. But me being a 70s babies, and I love them with all my heart. Anybody know who I'm talking about? I don't have to say no names. I had uncles and stuff that was knee deep into what you call an addiction. And I'm talking about all the way there. All the way there. One thing that I started to realize is what it says in The Art of War. If you've ever read that book, and I haven't read the whole book, so don't hold me, but the part that I read, it said, know thyself and know thy enemy. Not saying that the person that's an addict is an enemy, but the things that they would do come across as enemy shit. So if you know the person that you're taking care of, part of them being what they are, they steal money and stuff, stop leaving money laying around. Sometimes it be simple things. You trying to make it bigger than it gotta be. You got to realize that it's going to have to be a change in your love level. You're going to have to adjust your what I will take. It's got to be adjusted to I'm going to take a little bit more because I'm dealing with someone that is dealing with something. And then on top of that, you should feel honored to be in that position. It's so many different levels of how we just don't think as solutionaries, like to have a solution. We're still, even when making good decisions as in the human mindset, you still not making a decision that's on a God mode level. So that's why we lose our young life a lot, because as we're correcting them, we're not correcting them single moms. You're not correcting that God as a goddess. You're correcting that person as something in the human realm. That's why we have so much separation and how we don't understand, because nobody masterfully really wants to accept that it be something else talking to them deeper than how easy it is for them to hear what the streets is calling. You see how it's so easy for you to hear what the streets tell you to do. The world tell you how to move. But when it comes to God talking to you, it's an echo. Come on, admit that. We would want to call it our spidey sense. It's a little echo. You got an echo when God is talking to you, but when the streets and the things that we get caught up in this man-made system, I need us to all understand that we have created the things that stress us out, turn us into addicts, put addict in our face, all these different things. And you know, it don't just come from the street places, it come from the other places. Thank you. You have to learn coping mechanisms for pain. I thank you so much for that, Goddess. Thank you so much. I'm going to pin that comment. Coping mechanisms. That's in you naturally. That's in you naturally. And for all of y'all that don't believe it's in you naturally, let me tell you something. When you in love with someone, that coping mechanism works real good, don't it? Yes. That's another thing. Let me say that first. As an addict, I'd say make sure you're not an enabler as well. Absolutely, because there's a lot of that. That's a whole nother show, boy. Ooh, you're getting deep. You're getting that go deep right there. But that coping mechanism that we're talking about, oh yeah, you know, we get it raw over here. We grown. Thank you, my brother, for saying that. But your coping mechanism works, and the receipt on that is the fact that when you say you love somebody, when you women are in love with a man and the man is in love with a woman, and whatever you in love with the rose, so you make sure you stock up on them batteries. But you know I had to do it. But when you in love with something, your coping mechanism is working in greatness. You put up with the fact she may not be as clean as you. She may not be as clean as you. He may not be as clean as you. Not dirty, but they don't straighten up like your mama raised you. You put up with somebody maybe not brushing their teeth in the right time to say something to you in the morning when you in love. See them coping mechanisms? That's what I'm talking about when I say when you tap into these shows, no one can say not me. Look at how your coping mechanism works so well when you are in the boom boom room with somebody, when it's that level of love. And that's what man is so big as we thinking for that level of love, your coping mechanism will work. What is the level of love for your kids and your mama and your neighborhood and all your surroundings and people in your community and your loved ones? Your coping mechanism can't work for them because they are an addict. You cannot come around them with that. Quit playing with it like that. Are you living and understanding that tomorrow is promised to no one? So this is what you gonna do to your brother or your sister as you taking the time, feeling that as an honor to be put in a position to bring somebody back to greatness. Coping mechanisms. Your coping mechanism. Is your coping mechanism fueled by God mode and just goddess and God thoughts? How we know we should move. We're not talking super religious. We're not talking super spiritual. We're talking just your natural. You understand that you give thanks for being blessed with life. So therefore you should be thanks for anything else that was blessed with life. So my action shouldn't be out of what it is now. Pew, 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 pew. Booty, 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 booty. Throw the money, flex the money. Throw the money, flex the money. Don't do nothing in my hood. Get on every talk show and talk about how hard it is. And now it's harder for another young life. Now it's harder for another young family. And I'm not just talking to your thugs. I'm talking to your doctors, your lawyers, your politicians, your everywhere. Get the money, get the money, get the money, and don't do nothing for your hood where you was raised at, but piggyback and ride the wave of that story for brothers like me and you to fall prey to believing that you gonna do something once you make it to a certain level. Hello. Make it make sense. That comes back to what I said. No one can say not me when it comes to the question I'm asking. Are your actions, your thoughts, your movements, the way you live this life, is it in the understanding that tomorrow is promised to no one? Come on. I'm a chameleon, bro. I can adapt to my environment. I've had to. And well, see, those are the things that I'm talking about, my brother. Look at all we've had to go through being so caught up in a man-made way, as if that's the only thing we are. And when man-made way fails, all of a sudden we want to be within our God mode. We want to wear the spiritual beads around our belly now. We want to put copper on now. All this different stuff. This is the way that we should move anyway as a people. You shouldn't have to have found some certain kind of religion. You shouldn't have to done this and done that. We done wasted too much time trying to cure what the flesh is gonna do, what the flesh is made to do. It's something inside of you, a God mode, a goddess mode, coping mechanism that is in you no matter what you choose to do, but you choose to fight it. Because I guess you feel living the worldly way pays more. Doing the things of the programming pays more. But you are not promised tomorrow. You're not living like that. One thing about this platform, I like to open up the brothers and sisters' minds, and I'm thinking less of another being that was blessed with life. That's what it comes down to, even within myself. For you not to love others' life and the young life and things like that, hey, thank you so much for tapping in. That's a problem. That's a problem. For you to have young life and not have love for all young life, for you to be a man and a black man, because I'm speaking for us right now, and been through all we've been through and be here now, and you don't have time to have love for another black man's life. And all you others out here that like the stepping in, all the scamming and all this stuff going on, make it make sense. We have no grounds when it's time for us to stand up and really fight what's holding us down. We don't have the mind state because we are fighting it in the same lower mindset. And your pastor won't tell you that, and you don't care. And your politician homie won't tell you that, and you don't care. And your favorite blogger won't tell you that, and you don't care. You're comfortable with the convenience that there's so many other people you can talk bullshit with. It's up to us to make the algorithm and change the algorithm. Why isn't it there more positive? It ain't got to be me. It don't have to be me. It's a whole bunch of people out here that's giving some love, that's doing this and doing that. It's a whole bunch of goddesses that's giving that knowledge the right way. And they're using their coping mechanism to keep them from having to show their whole ass body just to give a message. It's some brothers out here that's giving a great message, and they don't have to tell you how much they got in their bank account to feel the belief and the respect and the love that they deserve, because they understand tomorrow is not promised. And I was loved today by the only entity, or how you see it, that should love me, and that is the Most High, because I was blessed with life today. There ain't no way I'm gonna get out here and hate. It ain't no way I'm gonna let no fool talk me into getting on an operation table for a BBL. You better take this how it is. This is that snapper. When you got us, is gonna believe that. This that snapper. I ain't gotta go alter nothing. What you talking about, homeboy? And to the ladies, what you talking about? 50,000 on a date? What you talking about? We about to go blow up the boom boom room. This is a God you talking to. What are you talking about? And on that level, because I feel somebody need to hear it, where's the romance in your relationship? Do you understand? Like I said, tomorrow is not promised. Do you love that man? Do you love that woman? But you got to go watch Housewives of Cow Herders. Make it make sense. You just got to watch that, don't you? Just like how y'all will be on the brothers back in the day. You in the sports. You got the ladies talking to the grown man. You shouldn't play Call of Duty. He's at home. He's at home. If you want to get him off of Call of Duty, won't you come call it a booty then? Go put on something that calls that. It's a different level of thinking that we're not motivating and inspiring one another to think in. And it's not your fault. It's only your fault when you've been told. And you should understand, because it's naturally etched in you, that I should not be so stressed out and depressed on a human level that I am no godly good. And it's the God mode, it's the God breath in me, it's the Most High that has blessed me with the breath of life that even got this moving. Think of it just that deep. How could this is nothing without what I'm trying to tell you about? The greatness that's in you. You ain't got to keep sliding down that pole. You ain't got to keep dealing with that old ignorant trick fool that wears skinny jeans. He's spending $10,000 on some jeans that do not fit, goddess. You ain't got to love that. You love the fact that he was blessed with life, but you ain't got to be in loving in a relationship. You can see trick from a mile away, and when you in goddess mode, in God mode. But a lot of you brothers and sisters and got bamboozled by what was on the outside and didn't care about what was on the inside, because you really don't understand tomorrow is not promised. Make it make sense. For y'all over here on TikTok, that all of y'all that have not subscribed, I need y'all to go pop out over here on YouTube and subscribe. The link is in my bio. Why? Because I don't just want you in the comments. I want you to come on the live over here on YouTube, and we gonna have them conversations. You are worthy, you are greatness, you are worth it. If you know of a big name star or something that thinks and speaks like us and is really given to us, then bring them on over here. But you need to understand how star you are. But you don't believe. I don't think y'all get it. Tomorrow's not promised. Somebody need to get off of this show right now and call that man, call that woman, call your kids, call your mama, call your cousins, call that best friend you made at your job. You need to do that right now. You need to stop waiting. We don't hesitate when it's time to go get to it. Your homegirl can call you on Wednesday and tell you y'all going out on Friday for her birthday and she paying for everything. You gonna start getting dressed on Wednesday and y'all don't go out till Friday. Your homeboy can tell you he gonna fly you out and then y'all gonna turn up, do this, woo, woo, woo. You get on the phone right then and get to making plans. But when it's time to give thanks, when it's time to move in a miracle level of love by helping somebody, at least by you loving yourself to the fullest, that the energy that you carry, the way that you are when you out in public is nothing but peace to each and everybody out here that's going through something. When you on that, the energy level is low. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. You don't understand. Just like I don't know why y'all stop double tapping that screen over here on TikTok, because there's enough of you in here to understand that engagement on my live is going to help your live. But we so caught up in this human way. We want to go into people's lives, go onto their podcast, don't want to support. It take your family so long just to hit a subscribe button, but they can tell you everything about a rapper or their favorite movie star and they ain't never met them and don't give two shits about. Do you believe that tomorrow is not promised? While you sitting up here getting frustrated and stressed out. Oh, my family don't support me. My family this, my family that. They was there wiping your ass. That was enough. That was enough love right there. Them the same ones that was wiping your ass. We already know. We old enough now. I'm 49 years old. What I look like stressing out over if my family ain't supporting me? I know they gonna come later. They come when you sell out. That's a whole nother show. Your own family will push you to selling out just so you in the limelight, just for them to love you. Man, it go deep with just believing in yourself on a daily basis. And I can speak from being in a position of not having a dime, no money, no nothing. You see how we are motivated and inspired to speak about those times like, I didn't have no money. Man, you should be thankful you made it out. You still sad? You not there no more. If you became broke on Monday, on Tuesday, you should have put it all in God's hands and let it be carried in the greatness. Put a smile on your face. I told you I got you. All you got to do is rise and shine. You want to have a good morning. You want to drink 18 cups of coffee. You want to get on the phone and stress everybody else out with your old man-made misery. And this is men and women that do this. If you ladies didn't know, I'll tell them, and the brothers can get mad if they want. I don't like going to the barber shop no more. They be in there gossiping, sharing tea. Be up in there gossiping, sharing tea. Do you know that tomorrow is not promised? I remember going to the barber shop and I would get game. I would see brothers in the barber shop that was GQ in a manly way. Like when y'all hear me say extra manish. I would see brothers in the barber shop in them coveralls, them mechanics that got them big fingers and they be all dirty but not dirty. They just can't get work off of them. Them manly men, and we would have manly conversations. And if you was playing sports as a youngin', when your pops brought you in the barbershop, or your moms or your guardian, or you went to the barbershop by yourself, everybody in the community knew you was doing that. And they would all tell you to get to it. Don't get away from it. Don't get away from it. Because they know tomorrow was not promised. That's one thing about our parents. They knew that. They knew that. Our parents understood that so much that if you from deep down south, you know you go get fucked up all weekend long, but you better not be late to church. And it don't matter if you come to church and what you had on at the club. Come as you are, come smelling like liquor, come all that. Y'all already know. Don't tell me you don't know, because that's what it is. That's how much it registered in our parents' mindset that tomorrow is not promised. Let me go repent. You can get mad at me all you want. Now, if you go to church for that, I salute you. But if you go to church and you're giving pastor all the money to do nothing for nothing on top of nothing, then you's the problem. You don't believe that tomorrow is not promised. Your pastor ain't worth it. All that time you put into your politician ain't worth it. All that time you put into getting a certain degree on the wall ain't worth it. And you still ain't looked in the mirror and seen a goddess. How many degrees do you need to look in the mirror and see a goddess? How many degrees do you need to look in the mirror and see a God? How many degrees do you need to start giving thankfulness and gratitude to being blessed with life? How big your booty gotta be? How fat your bank account gotta be? How hateful do you gotta be to your family? And they like, what are you talking about being hateful to my family? Focus. What I'm talking about is we're pushing one another to be a part of a system that didn't even do shit for you. Oh yeah, go be a doctor, go be this, because I'm gonna respect you more. See, y'all don't see that type of shit, and that's what family will do to you, and I'll fuck you up for a long time. I ain't what my mama wanted me to be. I ain't making enough money. I didn't make the football team. I didn't make it to the NFL. So that's where we got to sit down and talk to our parents, because they was programmed a little bit too. We ain't got to get scared. Mama, I need to have this conversation with you. This beat me up all my life, not being able to be what you wanted me to be. But I got the knowledge now that what you wanted me to be is what not God wanted me to be. That church you was going to wasn't teaching you what God wants us to be. We began to be what man wanted us to be. What that man. I'm single now. Mama got kids and went to church with her husband and left, and the husband gone now, and now she got his pastor. And a lot of y'all don't want to believe that. Go look in the church. The first 5 to 10 rows ain't nothing but single women with fishnet stockings on in 2025. What you talking about? Where they man at? God ain't got you and that man ain't got you. God ain't got you and that man ain't got you. Because it said, come as you are. It didn't say come in Gucci. It said come as you are, meaning come as what I made you, which is a goddess. It's not about your outside, it's your inside. But you done got so bamboozled. You wear about $30,000 worth of jewels to go to church on Sunday and think you're not going to let it burn. You're going to be down there helping it burn. You're going to be some of the ember. You're going to burn. You're going to burn. Gotta let it burn. Yeah, I know y'all be mad at me, but I got drugged all up through that system. It got so beat up in me, and I ain't saying it's bad. It's just like the education system. It need to be tweaked back to more of what God said, not what man wants. But we got these mega churches out here, and they mega churches because that's all the people that you need to be thankful that expose themselves for not believing that tomorrow is not promised. You want to see a lot of people that don't believe that tomorrow is not promised? Go out on Sunday and go up in these churches. They all up in there bamboozled. They won't even say amen no more, but I don't think they could get amen or hallelujah out or jump up like they used to do back in the day because they jeans too tight and they skirt too short. But don't nobody want to speak on it. And it all goes back in full circle to the question, do you understand? No one is promised tomorrow. How you gonna act when you get off this show? How you gonna treat your man then? How you gonna treat your family then? Your mama. I was born and raised in that, not born and raised, but born and raised to be in the era of baby mama, baby daddy drama. All you 90s brothers that used to sit on Dayton's with the 415s in the truck, the Alpines and the Kenwoods. Y'all know what I'm talking about out here. That's when we came up with baby mama, baby daddy. That's so disrespectful. Now he your baby daddy. He used to be your boo. He used to be your yeah. Now that's your baby daddy. How disrespectful is that? And there's so many women out here that ain't even blessed to be able to bring young life into this world. And you know that. But that used to be your yeah. Now it's baby mama and baby daddy. And we still on that in 2025. We hear baby mama and baby daddy drama coming out of people's mouth that got money. People that got the bag, since everybody needs the bag, and that's all y'all want to hear and all y'all want to see who got the bag. That's who you want to listen to. They got the bag and having baby mama, baby daddy drama. You don't love the God I love. You surely don't. You can't love the God I love. Your mind can't be in the right place that you moving like that. So many melanated brothers and sisters we done heard all through Black History Month. What we done heard, oh yeah, they're the first one on the airport. They got their own sliced bread. Ooh, we got some new melanated people that's making yogurt now. Man, we've been making this shit since y'all ever tasted the shit. What the fuck you talking about? You look at every news channel. It don't matter what city, what state, wherever you at. If it's all about America, you would think only us do all the crimes. All of us do all the crimes. It's only us that do anything. And if you step outside of being melanated and you some other race, don't any other race wonder what's happening in the hood near you? Maybe I should start doing other races news so they can know now. But we out here living like we understand that it's no tomorrow. Make it make sense. It's something in your life right now that got you living like you truly don't understand. Tomorrow is not promised. I repeat it to you goddesses, you better stop being lonely. If in your heart you feel like you deserve a man and all that good stuff, that's another show. Come on YouTube and we'll have that conversation. But right now, if you feel that you deserve a man and a man should be right here, there ain't no reason why you can't get that man right here. You got what bring a man right here. You remember you got that thing that make them lay down. On my mind. Remember y'all was doing that? I got something that make them lay down. You done gave up on the lay down? You ain't got to lay down no more? You done gave up on that vision that the Most High gave you of having that man, 3 kids, a ranch, so a couple of goats and some turkeys and some chickens in the farm, and y'all got a yacht and all that. You done gave up on that? How you give up on that if you understand tomorrow is not promised? This is the time in the show on this conversation that, man, it just touches my heart so deep when I think about all my family and my friends that are no longer here with us. That thought alone should register a level of I understand that tomorrow is not promised. Look how they left us. Remember how it hurts you, how they left you all of a sudden. How can you really hurt if you don't understand that? Tomorrow is promised to no one. Who are you to act like that? Who are you to not want to open the door? Who are you the one to want to gatekeep? Who are you the one to think that you so cute you ain't got to give a brother a chance? You so bits of the human realm, you ain't got to give a brother a chance and then tell me you spiritual. Tell me you go to church. Tell me you's a woman. Tell me you's a that. Woman was made to like man. Man was made to like woman. And there's no discrepancy from that. It's okay if you have different discrepancy as far as the body size, the height, things like that. But it's in your nature and a very strong nature for you to be attracted to a man. And I take up for you goddesses out here because it's hard to see a man through skinny jeans. And I take up for you gods out here, you brothers out here, because it's hard to see a goddess, a real woman in thought wear or naked in 2025. The whole motivation of this show was to get you to think outside of another box, thinking that everything is so good. I need you to realize tomorrow is promised to no one. So all that you do love, give that love. Give that person love. Show that person a miracle level of love. Your kids, your everything. If it's a text, and I'm not just talking to you, I'm talking to myself also. Give them that love. Show them that love. Stop waiting before it is too late. Please stop waiting before it is too late. Each and every one of y'all that have tapped into my lives, I appreciate you. For y'all that just tapped in a little bit later, whatnot, and don't know what it is a United We Fly family, 930 boys, alarm clock of greatness with your who? Yo, KC fam, Moon Rock Focus. For all of y'all that tapped in over here on TikTok, I thank you. Please go and hit the link in my bio and hit that subscribe button and go ahead and tap in with me over here on YouTube so I can interview you. I believe in you. I believe you got a story. I believe I'm yanking all of my support from ones that have made it or in the limelight and are not speaking about anything that's keeping me in the understanding that tomorrow is promised to no man. Tomorrow is promised to nobody. Hey, appreciate you. Enjoyed your show the other night too. You and the goddess. Thank you so much. I thank each and every one of y'all for always tapping in over here on YouTube. Share the live. Get it in the algorithm. It's all about greatness, greatness, greatness. I appreciate y'all, YouTube. Man, TikTok.